สวัสดีค่ะก็วันนี้นะคะก็วันนี้คุณอัมพรยังไม่สะดวกเข้านะคะแล้วทีเนี้ยก็วันนี้ติวพรนะคะจะเป็นผู้ดำเนินรายการค่ะแล้วก็จะมีน้องนะคะน้องดัลลี่นะคะจะช่วยแปลในวันนี้ด้วยนะคะ
So for today, I will be the translator for you, Miss Rivani, for through all the section.
ก็ในส่วนของน้องแดลลี่นะคะก็จะช่วยแปลในระหว่างช่วงคำถามนะคะถ้าใครมีคำถามนะคะเป็นภาษาไทยเนี่ยน้องแดลลี่เนี่ยก็จะช่วยแปลภาษาอังกฤษให้นะคะ
And I will help translating from Thai to English for all the section. Thank you.
Okay. So when I explain the site training, I need to pause from time to time for you to translate.
For the explaining that you're gonna do, you can say it all in English. And
Mm-hmm.
for the Thai student, if they have some question for you, I will translate it from Thai to English for you.
Okay. All good then. So I can just continue the site training in English, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะอาจารย์ค่ะแล้วก็ผู้เข้าร่วมอบรมทุกท่านนะคะวันนี้ห้องสมุดนะคะได้จัดอบรมนะคะออนไลน์ Research Training ประจำปี 2568 ในหัวข้อการใช้ฐานข้อมูล WGSN นะคะโดยคุณลิวานีชังกล้านะคะวิทยากรจากบริษัท WGSN นะคะซึ่งฐานข้อมูล WGSN เนี่ยเป็นฐานข้อมูลด้านแฟชั่นการออกแบบเครื่องแต่งกาย เครื่องประดับแบบเรียลไทม์นะคะมีการใช้งานลักษณะแฟชั่นเสิร์ชเอนจินนะคะเพื่อให้ค้นคว้าและสืบค้นข้อมูลร่วมสมัยข่าวสารบทวิจัยและวิเคราะห์คาดการณ์ล่วงหน้านะคะครอบคลุมเนื้อหาเกี่ยวกับการออกแบบแฟชั่นอุตสาหกรรมค้าปลีกทางด้านแฟชั่นสิ่งทอเครื่องแต่งกายเครื่องประดับนะคะทีนี้นะคะเดี๋ยวจะแนะนำน้องๆนิดนึงนะคะว่าในหน้าเว็บไซต์ของสำนักหอสมุดกลางนะคะ จะเข้าไปในฐานนี้ได้ยังไงบ้างนะคะเดี๋ยวขออนุญาตแชร์หน้าจออันนี้น้องฝ้ายเห็นเดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงเห็นหน้าจอพี่ไหม โอเคค่ะก็เข้าไปที่อ่าเว็บไซต์ของสำนักของสมุดกลางนะคะเดี๋ยวจะมีพี่อิสยานะคะส่งลิงก์ให้นะคะสามารถคลิกเข้าไปที่หน้าเว็บได้เลยนะคะหน้าเว็บไซต์ของสำนักของสมุดกลางเนี่ยก็จะมีเมนูดัตต้าเบสนะคะแล้วก็ฐานข้อมูลออนไลน์ค่ะคลิกเข้าไปที่ฐานข้อมูลออนไลน์ได้เลยนะคะ ทีนี้นะคะในตัว WGSN นะคะเราสามารถสืบค้นได้ตรงที่Database ตรงนี้ก็ได้นะคะจะเป็นรายชื่อฐานข้อมูลทั้งหมดของสำนักของสมุดกลางนะคะก่อนที่จะเข้าใช้นะคะก็ต้องเชื่อมต่อ CL Open A10 ของห้องสมุดก่อนนะคะเราก็คลิกไปที่ตัว CL Open A10 ได้เลยนะคะ แล้วก็ใส่บัวสีไอดีเข้าไปนะคะเพื่อยืนยันตัวตนนะคะว่าเป็นนิสิตหรือบุคลากรของมสวนะคะอีกรอบหนึ่งนะคะก็คือถ้าน้องๆนะคะเข้ามาที่อ่าหน้าเว็บของห้องสมุดนะคะให้ไปที่อ่าดัตต้าเบสนะคะฐานข้อมูลออนไลน์ค่ะ แล้วก็เลือกคลิกไปที่ CL Open A10 นะคะเพื่อคลิกเข้าใช้งานนะคะจากภายในเครือข่ายมหาวิทยาลัยก่อนใส่บัวสี ID เข้าไปค่ะเมื่อเข้าใส่บัวสี ID เรียบร้อยแล้วนะคะก็จะเจอหน้านี้นะคะให้คลิกไปที่ Zoo Database ค่ะอันนี้ก็คือถ้าเกิดว่าเราเข้ามาเรียบร้อยแล้วเนี่ยคลิกเข้ามานะคะก็จะเจอหน้าข้างบนอ่าก็จะเป็นการยืนยันตัวตนเรียบร้อยแล้วนะคะแล้วก็คลิกไปที่Database ตัวนี้นะคะ เลือกไปที่ตัว ตรงเนี้ยค่ะจะมีให้เราเลือกนะคะฐานข้อมูลจะไล่เรียงตามลำดับตามตัวอักษรนะคะ WGSN นะคะก็จะอยู่ด้านล่างสุดเลยนะคะตรงนี้นะคะก็จะมีรูปตัว I นะคะเราสามารถคลิกเข้าไปดูตัว I ได้เลยตรงเนี้ยค่ะก็จะมีแนะนำการใช้ล็อกอินนะคะแล้วก็วิธีการลงทะเบียนเมื่อหมดอายุนะคะคือถ้าเกิดว่านิสิตนะคะก่อนเข้าใช้งานนะต้องเข้าไปล็อกอินก่อนนะคะโดยการคลิกอันเนี้ยค่ะจะมีวิธีการล็อกอินนะคะโดยคลิกเข้าไปที่ WGSN ตรงนี้นะคะเดี๋ยวให้น้องอิสยาส่งไปให้นะคะเมื่อเข้าไปแล้วเนี่ยเราก็สามารถรีจิสเตอร์ได้เลยนะคะโดยการ create a new account ก็คือสร้าง account ขึ้นมาใหม่นะคะถ้าใครยังไม่เคยใช้เลยเนี่ยก็จะใช้ตัวนี้นะคะ แล้วก็ใส่ชื่ออ่านามสกุลแล้วก็อีเมลนะคะพอรีจิสเตอร์เรียบร้อยแล้วเนี่ยเขาก็จะยืนยันผ่านรหัสทางอีเมลนะคะพอเข้ามาเรียบร้อยเนี่ยก็สามารถใช้ตัว WGSN ได้เลยนะคะส่วนถ้าเกิดในกรณีที่ใครเคยใช้แล้วนะคะแล้วก็เข้ามาล็อกอินเนี่ยเราไม่สามารถเข้าได้นะคะก็คือพาสเวิร์ดเนี่ยหมดอายุนะคะก็คือสามารถเข้าไปลืมพาสเวิร์ดตรงนี้ได้นะคะก็จะมีให้รีเจสเตอร์ใหม่นะคะคือตามขั้นตอนนี้เลยนะคะขั้นตอนเนี่ยก็จะอยู่ในตัว I ตัวนี้นะคะก็จะมีแนะนำการใช้วิธีการล็อกอินแล้วก็วิธีการลงทะเบียนใหม่นะคะเมื่อแอดเขาหมดอายุค่ะอันนี้มีคำถามไหมคะหรือน้องๆคนไหนเข้าไม่ได้บ้างคะสามารถพิมพ์ข้อความได้นะคะถ้าไม่มีนะคะเดี๋ยวเราก็จะขอเชิญวิทยากรแนะนำในวันนี้ได้เลยค่ะ
And today we are very pleased to welcome Ms. Rivani Changgra, Senior Client Success Specialist from the company of WGSN, who will introduce us to World Global Style Network Fashion Trend Database for the professor and the student to use in the teaching lesson. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for the introductions. Hi everyone. I hope you can see my screen now. It should be showing the Just An website now. Yes? Everyone can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So hi everyone. Very nice to meet you all. So thank you for inviting me today to be the speaker. I'm Rivani. I'm working at the Just and a trend forecasting company as a trend specialist. I'm currently based in Indonesia and I work alongside with the Southeast Asian team to support accounts in Southeast Asia, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, and so on. So in WSN, I'm the person who is the closest to the site and the content, the trends, which is usually we always call ourselves the trend specialists. As a trend specialist, we also help our clients to understand why trends are important and how they can use them. And that's also my role for today. So I want you to fully utilize the research platform for your study. You will find a lot of great information, great research. Even back in the day when I was still a student, WGSN is also my go-to platform for my research. Not only just it's easy to read and understand, the site is also fun. Like you can balance it, these like fun and also research together. And of course, reading lots of journals and publications will still be important. So think of the WGSN as the funner side of it. So I'm going to show you around for today so that you know how to utilize it, and also what kind of trends that we are covering, and what kind of resources that you can make use of for your study. So without further ado, we'll kickstart today's session then. So if you have logged in to your own account, this is what you will be seeing. So the first time you will definitely land on our WGSN homepage. So in here, you will find all our consumer insight intelligence, including consumer behavior, consumer lifestyle, or strategies to target them, including marketing strategies, retail strategies, offline, online, omni-channels. So all about consumer will be in here. So you just need to click on the WGSN logo and you'll find the information in here. I'll show you this. I'll save this for the later part, but I'll focus more on fashion because this is like the go-to platform for everyone's today. So I would like to focus on that more. And fashion design focus on the fashion design part. In here, you will find all the information that you need for your fashion study. So if you are a designer, you will find our color forecast for the future. You will find prints, key items, anything that you need for your design elements, concept, storytelling, it's all in here. Even like for fashion merchandiser or fashion buyer as well, we have our buying reports in the platform, which I'm going to show you very, very soon. So you can still make use of it for your buying planning or even like your assortment planning. So this will be your one-stop for your fashion design resources. So I will start with the homepage first of what you will find here. So as you can see, you can browse through the latest report that we have by just going through the homepage. So on your left-hand side, this will be the latest one. Every week, we always launch new reports, so keep an eye on it. Usually it will be 2 to 3. So it really depends on our planning, but every week you will get the new report. So I will encourage everyone in here to log in as often as you can, be more active because you will always get new informations from us. And then on your right hand side, it's our data insight where our researchers, data analysts highlight information that is important, capturing it from every of our reports, and then they put it as a highlight on our data insights. So if you don't know where to start, you want to see, okay, what's the most important thing that I should take for this week? Then you can focus on this data insight. And once you find that particular insights or research relevant to yours, then you can click on the arrow here and it will direct you to that particular report in order for you to deep dive into it further. So I'm opening this report on another tabs where we talk about Lunar New Year accessories design capsule for 2026 already. So if you're accessories designer and you're also looking at 2026 plan, then this will be one of the design capsule that you shouldn't miss. In here, we will talk about of course, we have gathered research as well, like what's the color that's trending, what's the performance, what kind of like motifs, prints, icons that you should make use of. We also give you the mood and color, including the color codes as well inside the report. So it's like giving you a guideline to design your collections for 2026. So that's one of the way for you to find the research. And then if you scroll down just below the data insight, you will see what we call as the feed. So you can also find the feed on top of the menu bar there. So you can see there is report, feed, images, and design resources. This represents what we have in our website. So if you love to read, and of course you need to read a lot of like research actually included in our reports, then you can just simply click on reports. But we will now focus on the feed more because I want to show you what is the section. So our fashion design feed. This is where we visually track the trends on daily basis. So as a trend forecaster, yes, we are looking at further to the future. Like we have forecasts for 2025, 2026. Even now, our team is also working on 2027, so 2 to 3 years ahead. But we also track daily trends that coming in. So just like you're looking at looking for inspiration in your Pinterest, in your social media, if like different brands launch different things, like new shoes, new colors that you see on fashion show, we will update it on the fashion design feed. So instead of you looking at your social media, I will highly encourage you to just jump into the feed because it's really focused more on the fashion industry updates. So the way we sort it out, it's also by the date. So by the newest that we have, you can see as well. Latest one that we dropped is 16 minutes ago, an hour ago, 8 hours ago. So it's very, very fresh. These collections that we've seen across the autumn winter 25 catwalks. So not only that, it comes in a post, like you're looking at your Instagram post. So it's easy to read, very, very short. And we also call out what trend it is in the hashtags. So for example, it's a denim set, denim on denim, then we will describe it as one of the hashtags too. So as a student, it's really great for you to absorb all of these informations. You need to know what's going on in your industry on daily basis. As we know, fashion industry moves very, very fast. It won't wait for you. It will just keep moving and moving. Trend also goes very, very fast. So you need to capture that and learn the evolutions of the trend as well. And you can actually track it from our fashion design feed. Like you can look at from the newest to the oldest post that we have. For the fashion design feed, you can also do the filter. So you can see this market, category, season, year, content type, and hashtag. You can do the filtering to make it easier for you to browse through the most relevant posts that you're looking for. For example, of course, as a student, you will have different projects that you are working on. Maybe one will focus more on menswear, another one will focus on women's wear. Of course, you want to focus on the category that you're looking for. So you can do that. I usually will start with the market. Let's say I just want to focus on women's today. And then for the category, I will focus more on, let's say, denim. I want to create a denim collection. So I want to know denim trends lately, what's coming in. And for the season, you can definitely choose. We'll focus more on the current seasons. So if you are looking for autumn winter 25, that's the current one that is going on, then you can tick on that. Or if you want to look at the past seasons, it's up to you. You can tick on that more. I usually will limit myself to 2 to 3 filters only so that it won't be too specific. But you can see from 10,000 posts or stories, now it has been narrowed down to 26 only. So it's easier for you. You can have more focus in your research. And whatever hashtag that you are seeing now, you can click on it. Like for example, you are planning to launch like white leg trousers in 2026, but you want to know, okay, what's the trend right now when it comes to white leg trousers. So you can click on this hashtag white leg trousers and see more of this trouser style. So you will see more white leg, either it's in denim form or it could be in other types of materials in here. It can be a mix of men's and women's as well, and you will see like different types of styling when it comes to white leg trousers. Yes. So all these hashtags, we also have the full list. So in case you want to browse through, okay, what kind of trends that WGSN is covering? Maybe I want to look at a certain era. In autumn winter 25, we talk about 80s a lot. So if you want to look at 80s trend, for example, you can tick on 80s and start browsing what is 80s style. So you can see that those kind of like bubble skirt, it's actually part of the era as well. And we also include the other types of trends in here. Okay, so take your time in browsing the feed, but this is my recommendations. If you don't like to read every day at least jump into your fashion feed. So as if you are actually scrolling your social media, easier for you to absorb the informations. Okay, so I will continue first on the top menu here. We'll go through reports menu at the end. But after feed, I want to show you our image library as well, because this is very important for designers. So in WGSN, we have our own image library. And this is for you to browse through images. So if you need images for your mood board, even something that you want to put in your report, but don't forget to cite it, you can take it from WGSN, as long as you don't post it in any external platform like social media. It's fine. You can use it just for internal purpose, like for your study, for your mood board, for your planning, for your PowerPoint presentations. Let's say something that you are doing it internally. Yes, you can take all the images from here. And don't forget to cite it, put it on the sources where this is coming from. So our images are really great because it comes in a high definition as well. And you can see from different sectors, like you can look at catwalks, you can look at retail, trade shows. So for example, as a student, of course, like not always you can travel around the world, but you need that view. You need to look at the market, like what people are selling right now. Then I will highly recommend you to look at our retail images, because we have our own team that travel across the world, look at visiting stores as well from brands, or even like capturing what's the latest collections from a certain brands, and we put it in our image library. So as you can see now, we're capturing the Spring-Summer 2025 collections from Next. But of course, there are many more. When you scroll down, you will see H&M, Atelier, for example. You will see clothes and many more. So what you can do, of course, there are a lot of images in here, like almost 3 millions. I wouldn't recommend you to browse through one by one, but I will suggest you to go through by the filter. So you can see the filter functions on your left-hand side. You can go through market first, maybe, to make it more specific. Let's say we are focusing on women today. And then I can go to product. We can go to apparel. And maybe to be really specific, I want to look at dress only. I don't want to look at the others. So don't forget to tick it and click apply. Okay, then it will show you the latest dress that we capture from Sydney. So we have this brand called Villa Bikini, and then we have some campaigns from New Look, Harvey Nichols, Mango, H&M, and you can also browse through how they put it in the store as well as a visual merchandising, and you can zoom it in if you need to capture certain details. So it's quite interactive, like how you can make use of our platform. So all of these images are downloadable. You can click on it, and then you can find arrow down icon like this. So you can download the image, and you can also save it as well in your account. So every student account, you will have your own folder inside your account. You don't have to download it every time unless you need to use it on offline purpose. Like let's say you want to download it and print it out. Yes, you need to do. But if you just want to collect informations, like put them together, you can do it inside the WGSN, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. So take examples of this one image from Hobbs. I want to save this. So you can see there is a save button there, and you just need to click on it. And you can see that it directs me to Spaces, save to Spaces. Now, some of you here might be wondering what is Spaces. So if you go back to the previous tab, and you can see your account name on top of the bar on your right hand side, and you will see a folder named Spaces. Now this will be your online folder. So every time you want to gather images, reports that you don't want to read it first, but you want to gather it first, you can save it to this folder. Now I'm going to show you how you can save it. So this tab has come out, save to spaces. You can create new folder in the spaces and name it. So let's say I want to put it like, maybe name it by the city, London, and it's 2025. And then I want to click save. And you need to click save one more time to save that image into the London 2025 folder. Now my image is already being saved. Let's add another one. Maybe we can add the feed as well. So the feed that we're looking at right now. So I want to save this image. Hit the save, and you can see the save and the download button. Now I will click on the save button. And then I will click on the folder London 2025 and I'll click save. Okay, so now we have saved 2 images. One more thing to show you before we go into the folder to check. I want to save this report about Lunar New Year 2026. I want to save it to that London 2025 folder. So how you do that is, of course, to click on the save button here, just next to download button. Click on it, pick the folder, and click save. Okay, and what you need to do is just wait a little bit for it to be saved. Okay, now I'm going to show you how it looks like. So first we need to go to the spaces. There, we can see a lot of folders. I'm sorry if it's too messy, a lot of demonstration here. But focus more on the latest folder that we just created, which is London 2025. So we can click on it. And then these are things that we just saved just now. So we have the red dress from Hobbs. We have the catwalks autumn winter 25 that we just saved from the feed. And then we have the report that we just saved. So imagine you don't have to download every time you're doing your research. Just save it one by one first, and you can just revisit it anytime you like. Yeah, so I hope you will use these functions on your daily basis, and it will make your life easier. Yes. And this folder, of course, it can be moved from one to another. You can rename it as you like. And what makes this amazing, you can share it. So between students, if you're doing any teamwork project and you're doing your research separately, then you can share the whole folder with your other team members. So for example, I'll click this share button. I want to share the whole folder with my colleague named Tanya. So I'll just find Tanya first, and then I'll click on the T. If I click the save, my colleague will receive this London 2025 folder, but I won't do that. You can try, maybe between friends, you can try to see if you have received this same folder. So you don't have to download everything every time and then share it with like USB or even like emails, because sometimes our files are too big, like it comes in a great quality. That's why it takes time, it takes your memory as well, and we don't want that. Okay, so that's one of the functions that I hope you can make use of from now on. Another one that I want to show you is design resources. Now, this is very important for our future designers here. So we have 2D CATs library, we have 3D CATs. I know that for the students here, you will make use of our 2D CATs the most. So our 2D CATs is basically your tag pack. Usually the industry will call it tag pack. It's for you to draw. It's like the drawings of your product. And we include everything from your top, dresses, pants, and we have accessories and footwear as well. So if you find something that is really, really close to the design that you like, feel free to download this. It will come in a Photoshop file. So you can edit it. So you don't have to design or draw from scratch. You can take it from WGSN as well. Makes your life easier and do your project faster. So you can see it's a little bit of everything right now. So I will recommend you to do the filter function on your left hand side, and then you can go to apparel. This time I would like to see, let's see, you can try loungewear. So you will see like pajamas, something that you wear at home. Okay, just wait a little bit. Okay, now these are all your t-shirt set. We have camisole, we have sweatpants, and many more. Yes, so you just need to click on it and also download it so you can make use of these kits. Yeah, it's very, very important. Even for my client in the fashion industry, this helps them to save their time, save their money too. So that's the 2D cats. I also want to show you our 3D cats. 3D cats, if this really depends on schools. If you have a 3D lessons, like 3D design lessons, then yes, you can make use of this. Our 3D cats are compatible with an app called CLO, C-L-O. So if you are using that, then you can download this and see how it looks like, and you can re-render it, or even like edit it from the platform. But if you just want to see, okay, how it looks like 3D, there are some of the reports that you can visit in order just to feel the 3D. So some reports that we included is like design capsule. So for example, if I quickly go to our design capsule reports, you will find inside we have the 2D cats and also the 3D cats. Maybe we can pick one to look at. Let's see, we can see Family Lunar New Year 2026. And when you scroll down, there you go. So we will give you how it looks like rotating in 360. And then we also give you the 2D cat as well. So find your design capsules if you want to see how the 3D rendering looks like. Okay. So yeah, those are some of the resources that I recommend the students here to explore on your own. And I believe these resources will definitely benefit you in your research. Right now, I will continue with the report navigating, which is one of the most important features in our WGSN, the way you find your informations of the future. So as a trend forecasting, we will give you information on what color, what prints, what key items that you can plan for your 2026 collection, 2027 collections. So you have a guideline of what the industry are looking at. So it's not just like randomly, creatively pick things, but you align with the trends that we forecasted based on the research and data that we have gathered as well. In terms of navigations for reports, you just need to focus more on the menu bar on top. So you can see we have from future strategies, market, season, research create, category, retail, and catalogs. Focus on this tab in order to browse through the reports. However, if you have one specific keywords that you want to find, feel free to use our search bar tool on your right hand side. So our search bar tool is for you to search a specific keywords. Let's say I want to search for bubble hem skirt, which is it's trending right now. So you can click on bubble. I usually will add the hem to those 2 keywords, 2 to 3 keywords maximum, not too much. And then I just enter it. And then it will show me the reports or the stories mentioning bubble hem. So you can see we have from reports, and then we also have the stories that have the bubble hem in it, even including the 2D cats or the images that we have. So you can browse from the reports. Mostly you will see the kids and twins collections, but doesn't mean that in our women's wear we don't have it. Yes, we have it. So what you need to do, maybe I will click one of the report here that shows up about women's key details, and usually I will find it again, that keyword. So use your control F, command F, and then you can click bubble because that's the word that we're looking for. And ta-da! you have your bubble volume here. And if you want to read more information here, it will be all in here. Yeah. So that's one way for you to find a specific keywords. But if you just want to browse through a big category, like a general category, let's say only women's wear, only men's wear, only kids wear, according to one seasons only, then you can go through this menu on top. My recommendation for the big topics will be market, seasoned, and category. So let's say you are an activewear designer. You want to design for sportswear. So we actually have the category for active. So all our active reports will be stored in here, both men's, women's, and kids. So now we already have the active, and you can filter it further. Let's say you want to focus on men's active, not women's. So add in the add men filter from 500 to 400 reports here. And then tell me the season. Let's say you are working on next year, 2026, and you're working on spring summer. Take on the spring summer. From the 400 reports, now it's being narrowed down to 11 reports only. So just like what I mentioned in the beginning, usually I will limit myself to 3 filters so that it won't be too narrowed down. You get more exposure to the other type of reports. So this is the report that you need when you want to plan your activewear spring summer 26 collections. And it will have the color forecast, the material forecast, the concept stories, the key items, and also the prints and graphics. So this is just one of the example. Really depends on the project that you are working on, what kind of products that you want to design. Then you can browse through based on that so that it's more specific. Yeah. So for example, different types of reports that we have would be color forecasts, so which I'm going to show you. And then we also have concept stories, 3 concept stories. Every season you will have it. So when you browse through and then you see this different weird name, replenish, extraordinary, playful paradox. So this will be like a very, very interesting name. It's actually our own way to describe the concept. So for example, maybe I'll pick one of them first to show you how it looks like, and I'll show you key items as well, and lastly will be prints. So these are the type of reports that our clients, the fashion companies, are looking at. So as a student, you must learn, okay, so these are the type of reports that they are using to plan their collections. Let's start with active color forecast. So this will be your color guideline. We'll explain to you what kind of color direction that you can go to for 2026, what it looks like. Is it pastel? Is it earthy tones? Is it primary colors? And we will give you the color library as well. Like we separate it into 3 sections: seasonal, annual, and long-term color. So for example, if you want to focus more on basic, like you want to create a brand that is very basic, like for example maybe like Uniqlo, and we focus on activewear. We want to look at long-term color, not trendy colors, then you can focus on this library here. And then of course you can take the color codes. If you're working with Pantone, then take the one in TCX. This is the color code. So you can key into your design app, design platform, and then try to find exactly the same color. And then in here, we'll give you the concept color. So according to your collection, what kind of color that you want to use, we'll have it in here. Like for example, transformative teal is our color of the year for 2026. And we have one palette that focus on that. We have the highlight of transformative teal, but it's also supported by the other shades of blue. Like we have indigo blue, midnight blue, blue aura, and some are a little bit of like accent, like gold, for example. But if for you who doesn't like this color, I want to go for something more pastel, for example, something more earthy, then I think I like this one. I like the glowing pastel. So you just need to take this one as your mood board, and then you can also describe what kind of like storytelling that you are trying to deliver through your collections here. Yeah, so that will be the color forecast. And then next one will be about concept. You know that with fashion collections, we always have storyline, like storytelling behind our collection. What is it about? And you can draw that inspiration from our concept reports. We'll tell you in the introduction part what is the product direction for 2026, what has been driving this concept. Like one usually will talk about technology, another one will talk about environment, another will celebrate people. So it really differs from one and another, and you don't have to be worried that you and your friends are the same, have the same concept. We actually have more options for you to choose. And then we'll explain a little bit more on where this is coming from, why it's extraordinary. Is it because of technology advancements, or is it because people who are increasingly feel like they need to have something that suits them, or something that fits into the industry standard, and so on. And then we give you the color palette, and we give you the concept one by one. So you have different concepts. Let's say for student A, you want to choose future of minimalism. But for student B, I don't want to be the same. I actually want to have like a very upbeat, very active kind of collections. Then probably you choose metamorphosis instead of like the others. We have already included the concept, the materials, prints, and graphics. So you have your design direction for each. Yep, so you will see this type of report as well. And then we also have the key items report. So this will be your product. After knowing the color, the concept, you should know what product for you to design. So for example, we are telling you t-shirt will still be the core product in your collections, or you can prioritize polo shirt. Polo shirt will be the core as well. It's not just like a trendy item, but it's something to have in every of your collections. Shorts, hoodie, and also sweatpant. But if you want something very new, we also have a key item fashion report that you can refer to. Usually the design from here, it's more special. It's seasonal. So if you're looking for that highlight of the collections for key items, then you can take from our key item fashions. Usually we already include the 2D cuts so that you can use it since it's in a new design. So for example, instead of like polo shirt, we have the active shirt, more trendy, and you can design it in a loose fit design, can have it in a mesh materials, add in more value with UV resistance, and so on. So we'll explain to you. You just need to read it on your right hand side so that you understand the applications of the trends. Last but not least will be the print and graphic. This is also something that my clients use it because of course you want to play with like and graphics to make it more fun for your collections. We'll give you the concept of the prints and graphic, but also we'll give you the original artwork. Now, original artwork is also something that I want to highlight for the team here. It's also part of your design resources. We have the original artwork library. What is original artwork? Just like its name, original artwork, it means that these artwork are created by Dudges and team. It's original, so you can use it. So you can literally download the graphic and place it in your t-shirt, hoodies, anything, and then print it out. You can do that because it's copyright free. The image library that I have shown you earlier, the one that is coming from retail catwalks, no, you cannot use it. You only can use it internally. But for this one, you can use it whatever you want because it's free copyright. It's copyright free. while the others is where we take it from the other companies' assets as well. We take it from other companies' pictures, which is why it's not belong to WGSN. But for this one, it belongs to WGSN, so you can make use of this. So for this one, you can download it. It will be in Photoshop, and you can change it whatever you like. Let's say I want to change the kiwi. I don't want to use kiwi. I want to change it into strawberry later on. It's up to you. You can filter it and you can zoom it in to the design details as well to give you more context. So original artwork, remember, when you read our key prints and graphic reports, that will be also included into the report, and then you can browse the full original artwork under your design resources. Yeah, so I hope this will help you in your design planning. Okay, so I'm going to show you more type of reports. Like we can go to future strategies, and you can see that we have a tab called content calendar. So content calendar, don't be confused. Content calendar is like a calendar of WGSN telling you when do we launch that report. So if you're later on you become the big fans of WGSN and you want to keep an eye on how we launch, when we launch it, what we launch, just go back to your content calendar. And we have like different trade shows and also different category. Just browse it. And then you can also look at the red dot closer so that you know what we are planning for each of the month. And then if you scroll down in the content calendar, you will also find the definitions of the reports that we have. So whatever I just present to you today, if you forget, don't worry, you can always come back to your content calendar and read the content type from here. So we will tell you what it represents, what kind of content is it. So it will be easier for you to always revisit it. Yeah. And then I'll move on to macro forecast. Macro forecast, just like its name, macro. So this will be where we store our big forecasts. And when I say big, it's covering the big industry of fashion. So instead of focusing on one product only, on one category of product only, we're looking at fashion industry at bigger lens. So how the fashion industry is moving forward in the future, what's needed, what kind of pillar that built the fashion industry, looking at macroeconomy, looking at technology advancements, looking at environmental, looking at industry or society, and many more. So this is where you will find that informations. If I can recommend you with one report, that will be Big Ideas. Big Ideas Fashions. This will be a great report to start with. Really to give you an idea and overview what we are expecting when it comes to fashion industry, how fashion industry is moving in the future. So lots of great data that we gather too from different types of platform like McKinsey & Co, EY. We also gather from different website, business of fashions and many more. And then we also explore the big ideas from each of the pillar. Like we look at society, what's changing in society, what people want, and how we apply it to the fashion industry. Like for example, we will be expecting We and Me for 2027, and how you tap into this is by developing a transparent and locally relevant product narratives, or you can use a personalized and customized product to differentiate, because our focus is about we and also me. And we will also give you more examples of brand that has been doing We and Me, that has been adopting this concept in their companies, in their collections, for example. And one pillar, we'll talk about technologies, and we'll talk about environment for you who are interested in developing sustainable collections. For always focus more on our environmental pillar, so that you know what kind of like product material innovations for us to be more eco-friendly, for example, and so on. Okay, I'll move on to the next one, which is product forecast. So remember earlier where we explored the concept report, you can find it under our product forecast here. You can be more specific. Let's say right now we will change it to kids. So we want to focus on kids collection. And then maybe for category, I want to focus more on apparel. And season, we will focus more on spring, summer 26. Now you can see it's being narrowed down to 6 reports only. You will get the kids color forecast, textile forecast, and the 3 concept. So you can explore from here. One that I haven't shown you will be the textile forecast. So remember, we also have this. We have the material itself. So looking at the material constructions, material ingredients, fiber and yarn, what is it made of? The constructions, is it like sun faded effect, or is it open weave, knit, crochet, and so on. So it's giving you more details on the textile that you're using. Okay. Okay, so market season, this is just like your filter. When you have one topics in mind, you can just go for it. Research and create is a combinations of different types of reports that we have. So we have the color, design capsules, key items, the one that I have shown you some of the reports already. Category is just like market and season. So you can always browse from category as well. Retail. Now, this is something that I want to show you. Let's start with brands. So, retail, you will see our Brands to Watch report. Brands to Watch is helping you to expand your brand knowledge. So, if you're looking for your potential competitor coming from the global side, you can watch our Brands to Watch report. Let's see, the latest one that we have is autumn winter 24-25. Usually it's coming from like the previous season, and then we'll tell you that we'll see, these are some of the trending brands that has the highest growth of the market. And then if you're looking for boho brands and you're looking for more inspiration, which brand that celebrate boho, then you can focus on core, more few, or even like the one. We'll give you a brief descriptions on where they're coming from, what they're doing, and then we'll also give you more according to the category that you're exploring. Yeah, so this is for you to expand your brand knowledge. Buyer's briefing. Next one. This one here is good for our future merchandiser and future buyer. So if you don't like to design, you like to buy things, of course you need a guideline what to buy. So if you're looking for more commercial guidelines, buyer's briefing would be one that I recommend. There's one special edit which focus more on the Chinese market. So if we have student who wants to focus more on Asian or Chinese market, then you can look at our buyer's briefing China edits in here. And mostly the examples that we included is a local Chinese brand. So you can also expand your knowledge on that area, and then look at what kind of like items that you should introduce if you would like to approach a more Asian or Chinese market too. We'll tell you the base product specs, the key upgrades, and trading tactics. So this is really different from what you see in the other type of reports. And we also have the trend investment projections labeled in each of the product so that you know how you would want to buy that product. If it's protect, usually it actually signify that something to protect in your core collections. However, if it's like invest, it means that you should invest this as a seasonal collections. So we actually have a full guideline or each of the label for your trend investment projections. Usually we'll include it at the end of the report, but if you cannot find it, I will recommend you to type in trend investment projection. We have one report that talks about that, and we'll explain to you what this means. So we explain each of the label, what does it mean, this one here, trend investment projections, and then you can revert to this to determine where the trend actually sits at the moment. Yeah, so it's very clear guideline. Okay, last but not least will be retail and e-commerce. Of course, you will need a past data to help you plan for the future. So you need to know what's working from the last seasons. So what's working well, what's performing well, what's not for 2024, because now we are in 2025. So we should get the data, history data to back you up. So for example, for the kids apparel winter party, we see that on the retail licensing and twinning, lots of that. So people are playing with characters in their collections. They celebrate the great outdoors, very winterish for people who are traveling, but also looking at the shimmering party wear because we celebrate Christmas. Other types of prominent details would be still ribbon, bows. It's still there in the retail around December, October, November. Fleece jacket is also performed quite well across outwear. So this is actually giving you data that these are the best-selling style that we gather from the retail. Hence, like for you or planning 2025, you should include this because we've seen that it's going well. Or maybe if it's not, you should take down some of the product that you are planning for 2025 or 2026. So this data is also very important to read. Last but not least, I would like to show you catwalks. Catwalks, this is your catwalks reports and also live updates. So we also, from the WGSN, we also use AI to detect image that we gather from the catwalk shows around the world, and then we report it to you live. So what you've seen on the right-hand side, later when we enter the autumn-winter 25 catwalk show, you will see this data insight will be updated live. So if we've seen, jackets actually increase, we see a lot of number of jackets compared to last year, we'll update it in here. So we give you informations live. And then we also have the report as well that you can visit. Let's say you want to know pre-fall 25 woven tops, what's in that. Then you can read the report and we'll tell you, okay, so you can prepare day to night peplum top for your autumn winter 25 collections, or you can maybe invest on the sculpted volume blouse. This is one of the key items for autumn winter 25. Okay, so that will be your fashion platform and some of the functions that you can make use of when it comes to fashion design platform. So to add in a little bit, I would like to show you our WGSN platform, which focus more on consumer. So this is something that we just updated last month. So you shouldn't miss this because when you design a product, you should know what consumer that you are serving. So if you want to know about their behavior and also the lifestyle so that we know how to target them, this is the platform that you should go to. Same in terms of navigation, I still recommend you to go through the menu bar on top, and then you can browse through from there. Let's say you want to focus on Gen Z, you want to create a very Gen Z brand. Gen Z will be the people who are in 28 years old, like 16 to 28 years old, around that age group, and you want to know about how to target this Gen Z cohort, what matters to them. So you can read it from our Gen Z sections in here. We also have the youth and campaign trends. This is very important as well to know when it comes to photo shoot, concept, storyline, what we can make use of, and then how the brands are doing it, how other brands are doing it. So we're giving you more inspirations for the campaign. And then we also have marketing, so like social media strategy, brand strategy, it will be under WGSN as well. So we talk about Instagram, we talk about TikTok. Marketing forecast will be very important. If you see anything in APAC, don't be confused. It actually means Asia Pacific. So you'll see more Asian data research included into the report as well. And we also have retail, online and offline. So, for example, if you are planning to set up a store, a pop-up store, or even like design a store, and you want to see what the innovations, the strategies, this will be your go-to sections. Last but not least will be city by city. City by city used to be separated from the whole platform, but now we also include it into WGSN so that it serves like a one-stop shop for everyone. And city by city will be interesting insights where we look at the trending cities and trending areas in that city. So let's say some of you here are doing a field trip to Paris. You want to know what's the trending areas right now in there. Maybe instead of like going for the touristy destinations, we want to focus more on something more cultural, or it could be something that's new. Then you can read our Paris guide and we'll show you some key areas, what's new, if there's like a new brand coming in, and also looking at other categories, not only just fashions, like interior, lifestyle, even like food and drink as well in here. Yeah. So don't miss this out, especially if you travel a lot or you're doing any field trip, then this will be your go-to platform. Okay, so yeah, this actually sum up today's training. I'm showing you like overall how you can make use of what kind of like report that you can find in WGSN. Now I will stop here to see if you have any questions regarding the navigation and the site training today.
น้องๆหรืออาจารย์มีคำถามที่จะถามวิทยากรไหมคะเปิดไมค์ได้ อันนี้เปิดไมค์ได้ใช่ไหมคะเปิดไมค์ได้เลยนะคะ หรือว่ายกมือก็ได้ค่ะ จะถามเป็นภาษาไทยก็ได้ค่ะ เดี๋ยวจะมีน้องช่วยแปลให้ค่ะ วิดีโอย้อนหลังค่ะ ก็จะอัดคลิปไว้ให้แล้วก็แปะไว้ที่หน้าเว็บห้องสมุดนะคะน้องๆทำแบบประเมินแล้วเดี๋ยวเราจะส่งเมลให้อีกทีหนึ่งนะคะ วันนี้นะคะก็ทางห้องสมุดนะคะก็ขอขอบคุณนะคะวิทยากรนะคะแล้วก็นักเรียนแล้วก็อาจารย์ที่เข้ามาร่วมอบรมเป็นอย่างดีนะคะเดี๋ยวน้องเรนนี่
On behalf of Central Library Senior University, I would like to express our gratitude to Ms. Rivani Changgra for being our speaker for the interesting today, and also Ms. Tanya Wang. We hope to have you as our guest
ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะน้องจอย
Okay, thank you very much. ขอบคุณค่ะ See you next time.
ค่ะ
ขอบคุณ
thank you
ค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ